Namaste. Today we have Ranjini Saigalji. She is Executive Director of Ekal Vidyalaya Foundation USA at World Hindu News Hindu Talk Show. Ranjini ji, you please, you most welcome to World Hindu News Hindu Talk Show and thank you for joining us.
Namaskar, it's my honor and pleasure to be part of this very, very wonderful initiative that you have to support great causes. Thank you so much, Rahulji.
Ranjini ji, would you like to give some background about yourself, to our audience, where are you from and what led you join Ekal movement and some history?
Of course. I am actually from Kanyakumari. I am the Kanya from Kanyakumari, I think. I actually was raised in Bombay, though I did not live in Kanyakumari. I went to IIT Bombay and then I came to Atlanta, Georgia. I went to Georgia Tech and my career my studies were in the field of civil engineering and computer science. I went to IIT Bombay and then later Georgia Tech. I met my husband here and the two of us moved to Boston, Massachusetts. I have lived there for now many, many years. My professional career has been in the area of education technology, which is to use technology for teaching and learning.
Okay.
The other hat that I wear two other hats. Yeah. I am a dancer. I am a Bharatanatyam, serious Bharatanatyam dancer and Bharatanatyam dance teacher. I also run a little media in the Boston area called Lokvani, where we connect to about 40,000 local subscribers in New England. Both these initiatives brought me in close contact with many of the charitable organizations that are in the New England area. Right. So Dr. Ram Nehra, who is a founding member of Ekal USA itself, was responsible to bring Ekal Vidyalaya to New England. Okay. So he contacted us both from my artistic perspective and my perspective with the media to really get involved with Ekal. And when I saw this initiative, I was so taken with it. So in addition to just doing promotions, I became a donor myself. Okay. I became a volunteer. I speak very loudly, I think, and I love to run pledge drives. I don't mind asking for money. Right. And so I used to run pledge drives for Ekal. Right. So that's how I got involved with Ekal.
Thank you, Ranjini ji, for a very interesting and vivid background you have. Of course, will help in a great cause. What events led to the starting of Ekal movement in India? People would like to know what were the social conditions and the requirements that led the Hindu leadership to start the Ekal Vidyalaya movement in Bharat?
Very, very good question. As you might know, Dr. Rakesh Popley, one of the founding members, he was the intellectual founder of this movement, did his PhD at Purdue University, and then went back to India because he wanted to contribute back to his country. He decided at that time that the right approach would be to join IIT Kanpur and become a professor, impacting higher education, because he thought he would use his skills in the best possible manner there. But pretty soon he realized that the need of the hour was not in higher education, though that has been a very important part of the development of India. There is a big need in the rural, remote tribal villages where there was really no access to literacy, and thus that whole, we are talking about hundreds and thousands of villages rotting in the darkness of illiteracy. As you all know, without literacy, without attention paid to the village, these villages have really no hope of realizing her potential. They often use this metaphor of having, the Shakti, Parashakti. Without empowering her, she could not have destroyed evil in the world. So the same way, our villagers are very, very capable, but we need to empower them. We need to empower them in a way that can keep them in connection with their local cultures, their local traditions, which are all very important. Right. But at the same time, empowering them to be the change they want to see. It cannot be the change we want to see from the Western world. So they came up with a very unique model, because in these areas, as you might know, education is really difficult for many reasons. Right. There are no schools in these areas. Children have to walk kilometers to get to the nearest school. More than that, there's no market for education. These people don't know what they can do with education. And beyond that, in fact, they all do work, right? They go to the farm, the children are helping. So a 9 to 2 school does not work for them. Yes. And keeping all, and the girls, definitely not sent to schools at all. So keeping all this in mind, Dr. Rakesh Popley along with his wife, who actually was a child psychology major,
Right.
came up with this unique model. They experimented in the village for
Okay.
many years, for about 5 years, and they came up with 60 villages with a model that works.
Okay.
And that's how Ekal Vidyalaya has come to be.
Thank you, Rajni ji, for the insightful background of Ekal startup. Other than in Bharat, India, there is the scope of Seva for Ekal. Do we have other countries where the Ekal has schools, or it is the scope is we have Bharat schools?
Very good point. Of course, at this point, all the resources that we gain from Ekal Vidyalaya Foundation of USA or India has gone to support schools in India.
Right.
But the model has been exported to Nepal, our neighboring country.
Okay.
So we have about 1,200 schools that run in Nepal.
Okay.
But of course, there's a completely different funding agency that supports it because we cannot mix and match funding.
Yes.
So there's no diversion of funds anywhere. Interestingly, very recently, we got a call from several other countries who have a similar problem with tribal areas,
Right.
rural areas. While of course we don't have the resources to support these in different countries, what we are doing is requesting them to come and study our model,
Yes.
to work, and hopefully they can set up that ground force that can be implemented in India.
Right.
We will of course be mentors to them. So this is actually very recently, in the past 6 months, there has been a lot of outreach from not just our local countries, whether it's
Right.
Sri Lanka or anything else,
Okay.
but even out further out, and we
Okay.
are really looking forward to seeing how it works. And when these things get implemented, I'll be happy to share that.
Thank you, Ranjani ji, for updating about the scope of the Ekal program. And what is the philosophy of Ekal? Every organization has some philosophy. What is the philosophy, in briefly, you would like to say Ekal believes in?
Absolutely. The mission of Ekal is holistic development of the village, and that is a very important point to remember. People often, when they do NGO work, they say, I'll build a toilet, for example, or I'll bring a light, or I'll bring literacy, 1 week training course. In itself, it is not effective. If you come and go, you will have no effect really, especially in the very rural areas
Yes.
that I'm talking about. Ideally, you need to be able to work in a holistic manner so that you're not just bringing one touching, it's not just like putting an injection, but it is like the transforming the health of the body.
Right.
So that is the fundamental core belief in Ekal. Beyond that, so how do you do this?
Yes.
So what we do is actually, Dr. Rakesh Popley realized that to bring holistic development to the village, education is the primary vehicle. You need to start there. If
Yes.
they don't have literacy, it's really hard to add anything on top of that. And what kind of education? It is not just information. It is not just regurgitation of things that you hear your teacher talk
Right.
about. It is education. It is value education. It is physical education. It is healthcare education. So in addition to, of course, learning to read and write their local language, being numerate up to division, they also learn good values, that they need to respect nature. They need to respect their parents. They need to respect their environment. And they need to keep in touch with their own tradition, because the traditions of Bharat are the greatest heritage, greatest value, Anmol Ratan jise
Yes.
kehte hain. That is what we have. We cannot take them away from it. Within that culture, in a holistic manner, if we can bring them in the 21st century,
Okay.
we should consider ourselves as successful. So value-based education, education that is in congruence with their nature,
Right.
in congruence with their culture, is what Ekal is all about.
Thank you, Ranjani ji, for updating about the philosophy. My next question is to how many schools and children Ekal Vidyalaya USA Foundation supports in India, Bharat? How many schools and children, like in some approximate
Sure.
figures you can have?
So I wanted to say that the Ekal Abhiyan has
Yeah.
54,241 schools.
Okay.
That reaches to 1.5 million children currently. That is
Okay.
at this moment in time, 1.5 million children
Okay.
are in schools. We have about 30 children in each school. So I'm
Okay.
talking about a rough, and again, we have an equal split between female and male in all of these
Right.
schools. About 25% of that is supported by Ekal Vidyalaya Foundation of USA.
Okay.
So that, depending on the year, anywhere from 11 to 12,000 schools come out of Ekal
Okay.
Vidyalaya Foundation of USA. And of course, we are looking to grow that, but that's where we are.
Thank you, Ranjani ji. And as we saw one article published in Ekal newsletter that Ekal Vision is aligned with the Honorable Indian Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji. With the Narendra Modi ji's vision and holistic vision which is inclined, aligned with the same holistic development. How do you see the enthusiasm among the ECHL volunteers, office bearers, and with the new government formation in India?
A great question, actually. Every time I hear Modi ji's speech, I'm very, very honored because it sounds like he's been talking to Ekal people. And I think the reason that is the case is because Modi ji is famous for really studying any problem in depth.
Okay.
It is his way. You
Yes.
know that. You can never get him to just do a solution without having thoughtfulness in it. So ECHL's methodology has evolved over 25 years with lot of experimentation, and I would be really confident in saying ECHL is one of the very, very few organizations, almost I would go to say only organization,
Right.
that understands rural Bharat and what works in rural Bharat.
Right.
And so when Modi ji says things
Right.
like urban, like saying that I want to bring urban amenities to rural areas,
Yes.
but not move the rural culture out of the rural areas.
Yes.
That is very much in line with the vehicle. The reason we want to say it is not because we think in one way or the other. It is what will work. It's practical nature of
Yes.
it. And that's what Modi ji's work is very interesting. His interest in, I keep saying not highways, highways.
Highways.
We think that is so true because it is very difficult to bring physical infrastructure into our villages.
Yes.
But technology can be very easily be used to bring better education. He talks about that all the time, using
Okay.
digital methodology. In fact, this is what excited me to be part of it.
Okay.
I see a lot of opportunities, and in fact, we are going to be putting a computer lab to bring this kind of opportunities to India. And also, technology allows you to really open your minds.
Okay.
You can become sitting in their village.
Okay.
They can really open their minds to the global world at large. And thus, I think the way he is thinking about things is very aligned with the way we are thinking.
Okay.
So, are there people always ask this question? How are we going to work with the government?
Yes.
If there are programs, that make sense for us to apply for grants,
Okay.
we will most certainly do so.
Okay.
We hope that since he's thinking along these lines, maybe he'll make available grants
Yeah.
for technology-based education,
Yes.
for soil, agriculture, his local soil testing. While of course our local Ekal Vidya, I want to make this very clear. The school itself, we don't want to be touched by anybody else, because
Yes.
we need to focus. That is our need. That is
That is
our
our
infrastructure.
core
That's our
foundation.
core foundation.
Yes.
So that will be continue to be supported either by charitable contributions or by the villagers themselves.
Right.
But beyond that, we're looking to partner with the government, partner with anybody,
Yes.
who has that same vision.
Yes.
And if there are resources available, either from the government locally or from the world at large, is it the World Bank, is it the corporations? I had some conversations with Google. There was some very interesting things. So we're looking forward to that. And the excitement is that we hope resources will be made available to make rural development happen in what we think is the
Right.
right way.
Thank you, Ranjini ji. And here we see that there is a lot of opportunities for state and national government to adopt ECHL and provide grants and in order to spread literacy among the social and rural areas. We have ECHL in USA and ECHL in Bharat. Other countries also we have Indians and supporters for literacy programs in India like Europe, Middle East, West Asia, Africa, Southeast Asia. How can they join the ECHL in other countries to register likewise or?
Great question. Great question. At this moment, there are two countries which are doing this in a very formal basis, which is ECHL USA and ECHL Canada. So we have formal organizations in place, and of course ECHL USA is the largest of its
Right.
kind. But we are really looking to enhance this. At this moment, when somebody from UK, for example, wants to donate, they donate to ECHL USA, which can then send the funds to India
Right.
because the pound-dollar transfer is worth it.
Right.
But we are really looking, if there are people out there who are watching this program
Right.
and want to establish Ekal Vidyalaya Foundation of, say, Australia, there was some interest that came from there, Singapore, Hong Kong. If there are any other places that you think you would like to, set up an
Right.
organization, Ekal USA can actually show you what that model is.
Okay.
And we can, because Ekal Vidyalaya Foundation of India is cleared for FCNR clearance, and there is no issue to transfer foreign
Right.
monies into India.
Okay.
And we really have a very transparent, very accountable organization
Yes.
that is built. So any other country, if there is some core team of volunteers who want to start this work, I mean, we are really looking to partner
Right.
with with you. So please reach out to Ekal Vidyalaya Foundation of USA or India.
It's a great opportunity for the other organizations, volunteers, as Ranjani ji said, in Europe, West Asia, Middle East, Africa, Southeast Asia, Central Asia, to have contact Ekal Vidyalaya USA, and they have already a model successful setup, and they can provide you mentorship and guidance for expanding Ekal vision globally. And my last question to you, Ranjani ji, is that American Indians, why they should support Ekal? And it is already you have answered that so much literacy it is expanding in Bharat. How can they support Ekal, and what is your message to them that they need to enroll for Ekal Vidyalaya at school? One person can about the little statistics how.
So you asked me a great question. Why should Indian Americans, or why should anybody support Ekal? The reason is that what we thought of as a challenge with our population growth,
Right.
something like Ekal can turn it into an opportunity. We want our human potential to be explored
Right.
because already we know Indian Americans are a fine example of what Indian American potential can do to impact the world.
Right.
Every company has Indians who have been the wheels of turning that around.
Yes.
So, imagine if we can scale that,
Yes.
what an impact it can have on the world. And the other thing is, it is the best return on your dollar, on your investment dollar. It takes only $1 a day, $365 a year to support an entire village.
Okay.
By doing this, can you imagine the return you have? It's just $10 a kid for a year.
Yes.
Most of us spend how much? $50,000 on our kids
Yes.
to get them educated. So it is the greatest return on your investment. And if they want to, donate, there are chapters in many different areas. They can look at that. Ekal.org is a great place to go because we have a donation button. But beyond donation, as Shyamji, our founder, says, हमें प्यार चाहिए. We want your love. We
Yes.
want your engagement.
Yes.
So if you want to volunteer, your children want to volunteer, for example.
Yes.
We have great opportunities that are
Okay.
available, and we would love to get you all engaged in that. Contact your local chapter or send an email to ekalusa@ekalvidya.org.
Thank you, Ranjani ji, for being here at World Hindu News Hindu Talk Show and providing us a great insight as we can support Ekal for $1 a day and support a whole village. And I wish World Hindu News wish Ekal best of wishes in its expansion and will support Ekal. Thank you so much for being here and namaste.
Namaste. Thank you. It was my honor and pleasure.
Thank you. Namaste.